Hey, what's up, guys? It's OtherJesus, and welcome to Battlefield 4 on Xbox One. I'm bringing you some team deathmatch footage today. This is actually the very first game that I captured with my Elgato. And I think the Elgato is only capturing at 30 frames per second. It is capturing at 1080p. I spawn right in, and there's an enemy right there, and I kind of, freaked out there. Um, so I'm just going to kind of talk a little bit about my thoughts on the Xbox and Battlefield 4 on the Xbox One in no particular order. So again, this is Xbox One gameplay footage on the Xbox One. And let me just tell you guys that it looks beautiful, okay? I'm playing on a Samsung 1080p television, the 5500 series, and it's a 60 hertz TV, and it looks beautiful. It looks amazing. The gameplay has been solid, as you could see right there. That was me giving a random command because the Xbox One can take voice commands from the Kinect. And we'll talk more about that. Let me tell you that when the Xbox was announced, I was definitely a anti-Kinect kind of guy. I was like, screw the Kinect. I don't want one. I wish that they had a $400 pack without the Kinect. And let me tell you guys that just using it all weekend, I've completely changed my mind. The Kinect is badass. Okay, that's my take on it. It is badass. Just very. I mean, yeah, you can use your controller to do whatever you want. You can use your controller to select menus and stuff, but it is pretty awesome just to be in the middle of a game and say Xbox Skype so and so, and it'll start a Skype chat with my buddy Ringen, for example, like in this game, which is why the voice is down because you could hear our voice chatter. I love being able to say Xbox on and my Xbox turns on and my TV turns on as well. I love that. And I've been going digital download. I downloaded Need for Speed, and it is just so nice to just say, hey, Xbox, go to Need for Speed. And the game just switches, and boom, there I am. Um, it's 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 kind of the hand gestures. You can do some hand gestures as well. I've tested them out and they work. Um, they're kind of awkward, but I think they show a lot of potential, and it really feels next gen. Now, like I said, you can use your controller. I mean, that's cool. Sometimes I still use the controller, but it is truly badass to just kind of walk in the room and give a command to your Xbox. Um, and in game, it's showing a lot of potential, guys. I'm not even joking. I mean, you can say in Battlefield, you can say, "I need ammo," and it will call. It'll do the little thing. I'm sorry, I'm lost for words here, but it'll give the order. Give the order. There we go. It'll give the order to call ammo. If I say I need a medic, it'll let my teammates around me know that I need a medic. Now, if you're playing with guys that you know with headphones, that's fine, but it's still pretty badass. It has a lot of potential. And in Need for Speed, you can just be driving and you can call up routes. Because in the new Need for Speed, you have hideouts and places that you need to go to turn in your points and stuff like that. So while I'm driving, while I'm trying to get away from the cops, I can set a route and destination, and I don't even have to touch my D-pad or get away from my driving. I can say rear view, and I'll get the rear view mirror view for 3 seconds. Really awesome stuff. Stuff that really truly feels next gen. Now, I also admit when these consoles were coming out, I had my doubts. I was like, man, am I making the right choice? There's all this internet hatred about the Xbox, and the trolls are everywhere. And I was like, gosh, should I get a PlayStation? And I have nothing against the PlayStation. I'm sure it's a great system, but after using my Xbox all weekend long, it really feels next gen to me, and the potential is amazing for what this system can do. And I look at the PlayStation and I see a great system, but I just see kind of a, upgraded model from the last console. I don't see any new innovation from Sony. Maybe, and again, that's just my opinion. If you got a PlayStation, I don't care. I'm sure it's an awesome system, and I'm sure Battlefield looks amazing on it. So let's talk now about Battlefield. We'll just talk a little bit about Battlefield. Beyond the looks, let's talk about the netcode. On Battlefield on now I felt wait, well actually let's talk about the Xbox controller for a second here, because the controller feels amazing, but it also, and this is a good example right there, what you just saw, that little kill right there. The it feels great. It's super comfortable. All the buttons and triggers are fantastic. All the button placement is fantastic. There's another example right there. But the joysticks, the thumbsticks, are very, very different. The thumb pad is where you place your thumbs. It is much smaller. Well, not much smaller, but it is decidedly smaller, and that's okay. But not a big deal. But what really I think is really stands out is the thumbsticks are way more sensitive. They're way less resistant than the 360. The 360, they felt tougher. They felt like you had to kind of push more or harder. It felt like the thumbsticks would push back more. And on the Xbox One, they feel much looser. And so after 8 years of gaming on the Xbox 360, there's another example where I was just talking shit and the Kinect did some voice command, and oh goddamn, 2 more guys right there. Gosh darn it. Anyway, the thumbsticks, so after 8 years of muscle memory of using the 360 controller, it's just been a little hard to kind of adjust overnight or over a weekend. So it's going to take a little bit of a adjustment period getting used to how sensitive these new thumbsticks are. Turning to the right and left, that's no problem typically, but sometimes when I'm trying to like aim up or down really quickly and like kind of adjust higher to get the headshot, sometimes I really just like overcompensate. So it's just taken a little bit of getting used to. Now, as far as Battlefield, just the game itself goes, I'm still getting some weird glitches here and there. Or I don't even know if I call them glitches, but just problems that DICE needs to take care of. I don't want to get too sidetracked from talking about the Xbox, though. There are a couple issues with the Xbox. So here's a couple things that I don't like, and there was a good example of the controller right there, where I tried to aim a little bit lower, and I really overcompensated, and I just aimed way too low. Running out of time here in this video as I'm rambling. All right, let's get back focused. Okay, so a couple things that I don't like about the Xbox One. One huge thing that stands out to me is the party chat system. So there have been a lot of problems with the party chat system, for one. So if they can get those figured out, that's great. But they've taken some options away in the dashboard. As a matter of fact, there's a lot of things that are different about the dashboard. But just focusing on party chat. In the 360, there was the option where you could select through speakers, through headset, or both. And the reason why I have to mute the volume on this game is because on this footage here is because that option is gone. So if you are using the included Xbox headset and you connect it to the controller, the only option is to come through the controller. No option to go through the TV. So that really kind of is a bummer. And then if you disconnect the included headset, the voices only come through the speaker, which is my current setup because I'm still using my Astro A40s to hear the game, and then I'm using the Kinect as the microphone, which actually works really well minus the lack of options in the dashboard. Alright guys, so I've got more to say, but we're coming to a close here. I wanted to throw up some gameplay for you so you could see what the Xbox One Battlefield 4 experience looks like. But I think this footage is 30 frames per second. It looks actually much better on the Xbox, so this is a little bit compressed here. I will be throwing up more videos. I've got my FAMAS review almost finished. I've just been playing Xbox all weekend, so thank you for watching. Thanks for sticking with me through this transition period. I love you guys. Please rate, like, and subscribe. And this is OJ. I'm out. Sleep well.